Bull riding has been around since the days when the cowboys roamed the American frontier. The combination of skill and danger turned it into a spectator sport, and the rodeo was born. Fast forward to today, and bull riding is now the fastest growing sport in North America.
There's no doubt he's built Ford tough. This bull in 19 career outs has only been ridden successfully for 8 seconds twice.
Meet America's new star athletes with names like Dirty Harry, Big Bucks, and Mossy Oak Mudslinger. They're nastier than the toughest NFL linebackers and quicker than an NBA star on a fast break.
The bulls are incredible.
Bulls are the athletes.
I can't imagine how something that big can move that fast.
They're really big and they're really scary because they're trying to stay on the bulls for 8 seconds, but the bull's really mad.
The PBR calls itself the toughest sport on dirt, and fans say it is the toughest 8 seconds in sports. The bull riders get points based on how well they hang on with just one hand. Once they get bucked or dismount on their own, a new twist. They have to exit the arena without getting crushed by the 2,000-pound bull.
A guy from Oklahoma, he got stepped on and killed him. His name is Lane Frost, and they came out with these protective vests just for protection, I guess, to protect your vital organs, I guess.
It is brutal. I mean, 1 out of every 13 rides, you're going to see an injury. Hopefully it's not a bad injury, and that's on the cowboy. You know, the bulls never get hurt. I mean,
Randy Bernard is the CEO of the Professional Bull Riders, a corporation founded in 1992 by 20 struggling cowboys with big dreams.
They put up $1,000 each, and out of those 20 guys that put up the 1,000, 3 of them had to borrow the money. They were so broke. And we're talking the top guys in the world back then.
What a difference 15 years makes. Now the PBR is a $46 million business. The Bull Riders tour even brought them to the media capital of the world.
Madison Square Garden, it is where the greats come to perform. Sinatra, Streisand, Gretzky, and Ali. Now some young bull riders from rural America have come to make Madison Square Garden their home. They say this is their moment.
Oh, it's great. You know, I mean, so many great people have been through here and been performing in this building. And it's just great to be among those people, you know. And New York City is way different than Fort Worth, Texas. I know that.
Colby Yates was banged up in 06. He's going to try his best to start 07 with a bang, and he does, guys.
Tell me about the ride.
Oh, I'm pretty excited. I've seen the bull a bunch of times. It's one of the guys' favorite bulls, and everybody wants to get on him. And I was just kind of skeptical of how it was going to work out, and I did everything I needed to do right, and it just worked out good.
Colby Yates earned about $83,000 on the PBR circuit last year. That's a far cry from the millions made by the stars in other sports. But riders like Yates could be in line for some enormous paydays in the future. Prize money has exploded from $250,000 in 1994 to more than $10 million last year. That's because of TV money and a flood of advertising dollars. Companies are stampeding for a piece of the PBR. The names include Jack Daniels, Bud Light, Wrangler Jeans, and Enterprise Rent-A-Car. They love the demographics. According to researchers, the average PBR fan earns $66,000 a year, and 40% of them are women. The ads are everywhere in the arena and all over the riders.
The sponsors, you know, they see us as a walking, living, talking billboards, and well, let them come because yes, we do have a lot of exposure, and you know, it helps us. So we don't depend only exclusive on the money that we make on the bulls.
At age 36, Brazil's Adriano Moraes is the sport's grand old man. He's also one of its biggest stars and best riders. Moraes won his 3rd championship last season and explains why he believes bull riding is becoming so popular.
Well, you know, the toughest sport on dirt, you know, the cleanest sport, you know, everybody's healthy, I'm healthy, the bulls are more than healthy, you know, and this is family-oriented, but everybody can come here and have fun from 8 to 8 is great.
It's also a perfect sport for TV. Our sister network Versus is a PBR partner and is glad to be in on the ground floor of an up-and-coming sport.
There's a lot of buzz and excitement because it's something different, it's something authentic, and you know, we've known it's been a great sport. It's been growing really fast. It's got deeply passionate fans that fill arenas and that watch our shows every weekend.
Tupelo, Oklahoma. This is the one and only Cord McCord.
So how long have you been participating in this sport? Is it something you grew up with, or was it something, a calling later?
I grew up into it. There's 5 kids, and all 5 of us have rodeoed, and my mom, she run barrels, and my dad, he rode bulls and bareback horses, so I come by pretty honest.
As hard as it is to ride a bull, some say the toughest job in the ring belongs to the barrel men. They're the guys who put themselves in harm's way to distract the bull and give the rider time to run to safety. They train like athletes, but they're also entertainers. The king of the barrel men is rodeo clown Flint Rasmussen.
It's kind of a hard job. I mean, my job is slow spots, lulls in the action. I have to entertain. Unlike pro football or basketball, when there's a break, we don't like to just take a break. We like to have a fast-paced show all the time. So that's a lot of what I do. A little singing, a little dancing, a little comedy.
Flint has endorsement deals of his own and stars in a series of commercials for Enterprise Rent-A-Car. And what about the animals the PBR calls the rankest bulls in the world? Well, we've said they're stars too, and PBR merchandise with images of bulls are hot sellers.
And there's a lot of bulls that are more famous than the Cowboys. Our bull merchandise will outsell our Cowboy merchandise here in Madison Square Garden 4-1, I'm betting.
The bull is the symbol of growth on Wall Street, so it was not surprising that writer Adriano Moraes was asked to ring the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. But don't look for shares of the PBR trading there or any other exchange just yet. The ownership group is exclusive.
It's owned by the bull riders. The only way you could buy stock in the PBR right now is that you have to finish in the top 10 in the world in a given year, or you have to make the World Finals 5 times.
Now that the bull riders have made such a splash in New York, what's next?
International.
Yeah.
We opened offices in Australia, Brazil, Canada, and Mexico last year. We had we planned on doing 32 events down in those 4 countries. We did 112 events. We believe we can do over 500 events international. We have television now in 48 different countries with over 500 million homes that are capable of watching the PBR. So, we think that's a big area, but still just driving it home here in the U.S. that getting more exposure in great cities like New York.
The bulls come from elite breeding programs. The PBR says the animals are happy and well taken care of. When MMT was in New York, we were given total access to the areas where the bulls are kept, and they seem to be perfectly healthy. I'll be right back.